Welcome back, Bannock folks. You're tuned in to the Bandecdotes page. We're here with another reaction. I'm here with my homie Ty. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very good. I'm very excited to check this song out. How about you?
Oh, I'm stoked. Today we have Teeth, who are from Hamilton, Ontario, the Still City Boys. They've got a brand new single out called Hate Me. This is their brand new release off of Nuclear Blast Records. I'm stoked to jump into this. What are some thoughts going into this?
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome track, I can only imagine. Teeth hasn't dropped a bad song yet. The video itself is shot and directed by them, so this is totally their vision, both sonically and visually. So I think it'll be really cool to check it out. It looks like it's a really visually cool looking video.
Right on. With that being said, let's jump into it. This is Hate Me by Teeth.
Initial impressions?
Wow. Well, first of all, I love the imagery that's being shown. There's lots of, like, you know, car crashes, axes, all these stuff going on with it. And then that steady tempo, that drum beat, just keeping up. Blake with his vocals just piercing here and there and left. I love this band. And we're only, what, like a minute into this song, and we're fucking already going. We're racing.
Blake's always had a really, like, signature shrill scream that is very high pitched, but also has like a nice like thickness to it. It sounds very like 18 Visions-y, reminds me of like the more chaotic songs from Dillinger Escape Plan. And again, we've mentioned it before, maybe I've mentioned it specifically, but I love when bands just nail the visuals and they sort of let the imagery of the video speak for itself.
Yeah, and that's what's happening here. I love that it's just them playing in a white empty room. Like there's this like abysmalness.
Again, with the name coming up of the EP, A Biblical Worship of Violence, obviously that's been incorporated into this video very strongly. And yeah, it looks sick. This is an absolute rager.
That title kind of reminds me of something that like Marilyn Manson would put out like in his early years. Just some absolutely fucking weird name that would like be like, oh, okay, that's kind of off-putting and scary.
It's a little edgy, but I mean, to be fair, Blake as a lyricist has never really backed away from, you know, dipping into some of that, I guess, more edgy sort of lyrical content if you look into it. Some of the songs are actually really, really dark, especially some of the earlier ones. So I think that they're a band that really wears, you know, their darkness on their sleeve. It's really cool. Okay, can we just talk about what he did there vocally?
Yeah, that was really cool.
It reminded me of like what you would do with like a lot of like effects pedals in a shoegaze band, but they incorporated it into his vocals in this like big washy like.
You know what I think that calls for, Tyler?
What does that call for?
Our very first Twinkie replay. Roll it back. Let's see it again.
Man, I love it. This band is like just all the fat has been trimmed off the bone, and all that's left is like the best, most brutal parts. This band does not mess around at all. Blake's a monster on the mic. He really is. He's an exceptional vocalist.
I'm getting Drop Dead Gorgeous vibes with some of those murder chords, and well, like not necessarily his vocal range, but it's adding to it. This like is given that nostalgic vibe that we're always talking about. But you know what's really cool about Teeth is you could tell it's very present in modern day, and like it's not necessarily it knows that these musicians have existed in that time, so they're seasons, so it's like naturally in their music, but you can tell there's like a modern push and like a modern production put behind it.
I think now we finally get to see what the people who grew up listening to that stuff can do with 2023 production. Musicians, I think just in general, and especially in this scene around here, just the level of growth in the last 20 years that heavy music has seen has been so incredible. Like drummers are insane now. Like guitarists are insane now. Like people like Will Ramos out there, and they're sticking cameras down his throat to try to figure out how he's making certain noises. I think a big part of that is the internet too, right? Like just everyone's been learning from everyone, and now we're just getting like the amount of talent that is like a stone throw away from either of us is shocking. This is a band to watch for sure. I think they're going to end up pretty big.
All eyes are on them, and yeah, they're definitely pushing it forward.
Let's see what they still have in store for us.
No. That was great. That was a cool way to end it. I'll be honest, I did not see that song going there. I didn't see this like chunky breakdown. It was fast enough to like keep it bouncy, but it was like chuggy, thick, bum 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 bum. That was really cool. And it just ends, boop, leaves you wanting more.
This song really just, it hits the points that it's trying to hit and gets out of there quickly. The tone on that breakdown, the tone in those guitars, it's like this middle, like, washy tone, and it's very digitalized in a way that I really like. Sort of like Emir hit on Speaker of the Dead. You know what I mean? Like those really digital sounding guitars. I love that shit. And I think that they just killed it here. I was also getting Emir vibes, especially with that last breakdown. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A little bit of Hindsight vibes. Dude, I love that record. Dude, they do so well. And I think I'm going to deem it right here. Chris, you heard it first. I'm deeming you the GTA String 6 God. That's what you are. You know what you're talking about when it comes to guitars. You know your tone. I always see him doing updates and playthroughs.
Chris is the GOAT. He's a really, really good guitarist, and he's my favorite type of guitarist who is just down for creating the heaviest, chunkiest riffs, and he's really into like mixing them into this like really polished digital washy tone. Man, it's just a riff machine.
Can't wait for the release. Honestly, if that's what we're getting,
I think that they definitely have like a big career ahead of them. This just has me pumped again, you know what I mean? So I can't wait to catch them live. I can't wait to see how this EP comes out. And yeah, I can't wait to hear more heavy bangers.
Hell yeah. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. That was our reaction to Teeth's Hate Me. What did you think? Leave a comment down below. If you aren't already, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that bell notification. We're posting reactions a little bit more frequently on the page. Make sure you're following the Instagram at Bandecdotes, Bandecdotes. Let's do it.